How's it going, everybody? So today I'm checking out Oaken. I don't know too much about it, but it caught my eye on Steam because it looked like there were card battling aspects, but also like a hex grid where things were being played. So it looked really interesting, and I thought I would check it out. I also really like the art style, but let's go ahead and get into it. Wake up. The blooming. The lady has finally awakened, but found herself surrounded by aggressive spirits. Luckily, the Pathfinder is here to help. So is... okay. You've been sleeping for a very long time. Everything you know was a dream, and this is our true world. Sad to say, it's not doing particularly well. Anyway, they call me the Pathfinder. I'm here to help. So if I click begin, does it just skip? It just skips that conversation. Okay. Alright, yeah, so this is kind of what I saw, where there's like this hex board, so to speak, where units seem to be. We need to defeat these wild spirits. This is you, the lady. The icon below your figurine are your attack and health. Units can move once per turn, choosing a direction that will be facing at the same time. Interesting, okay. So the direction you're facing is important, obviously. Units can attack, but cannot move afterward. So, select your figurine, move to the highlighted text. Hex. You can cancel with a right click. You may want to undo this move. No enemies can be targeted from here. Okay. So there's an undo. Select your figurine and move to a highlighted text. I said text again. Yeah, highlighted hex. That's what I did. You have to choose... okay, so you have to choose the direction. This card is a spell. Cast it onto a target within your line of sight. 3 hexes in a frontal arc and is blocked by non-allies. So I can't do that. It's okay, so it's highlighting where I can attack. So let's go there. Nice shot. Using cards and skills drains your Lumi. So I assume your Lumi is the mana system for this game. It refills and grows larger every turn. Okay. So it looked like I counterattacked. Yeah, it has a frontal arc which shown the possible direction of its attack. I assume, yeah, so for enemies it's that orange, for me it's that green. Be careful not to leave your back exposed. Attacked units will counterattack, but not when attacked from behind. Okay, so that's why the direction you're facing is important. You can always use the undo button if you make a mistake. That's... okay. Only on my turn. Got it. Attack the enemy in your frontal arc. Do I just click them? I do, okay. Summon me adjacent to an enemy, I'll send them to where they belong. You can summon a unit up to... you can summon units on nearby hexes up to 2 away. So it looked like attacking with a unit, if I recall correctly. So now I can't move. Yes, correct. And it didn't cost me any mana or anything. Or Lumi, I suppose. So in this case, let's put it behind so it can't counterattack. Although I'm pretty sure it's going to die anyway. Looked like there was a summoning effect that took place there that I did not read. Remember, you can always send your feedback by using the report button, of course. The Blooming Fields, Prologue. This is the world map. Here you can track your journey down the oak. Okay. Wild spirits seem to be catching up. I'll tell you the rest later, but for now, let's scram. Establish some rules if you're going to follow me. First of all, even the most peaceful spirits are acting mad. We have to be very careful. You shouldn't trust any. A tinker, be right back. Just don't trust anyone. So you can see... protect the scared tinker. Wild orbling. So you can see what you're dealing with in the encounter before it starts, I guess. I'm not sure if there was a significance to the size of them, because the bigger one, it looks like it's the tinker I'm protecting, and then the smaller ones are these enemies. This looks bad. We have nowhere to run. We have to stand our ground and defeat the incoming enemies. Previewing a unit shows its abilities. Is this a chest? Or is this the next tooltip? Find the game's terms in the glossary. Okay, so the tooltip. Previewing a unit shows its abilities. Farewell deals damage to adjacent units. Farewell activates upon death. That is what I assumed. This is the battle objective. This battle has a bonus objective. Completing side objectives grants bonus experience and rewards. So now it's my turn. The Orbling deals these damage to these units, I think? Or is this going to spawn Orblings? Burrow summons enemies. Okay. Pathfinder, Awake, activates upon being summoned. That's what I assumed when I saw it last time. Let's hold off on that. I also can't summon him because I don't have enough Lumi. Let's use that spell and then just wait. So now it moved. Burrow summon hostile spirits in adjacent hexes. If spawning enemy is blocked, the enemies will summoned further away from the burrow. Okay. Then let's summon... This is the Pathfinder, right? So the Pathfinder will summon and defeat these units. End turn. Let's move and attack. Okay. Your rewards. Diligent Wisp. Is that a card? Not sure. Well done. Who would have thought that Tinker managed to catch a wisp? Let's open your deck and use it. It was a card. This is your deck. I had 4 cards in my deck. Okay. You'll draw cards at the start of your hand until you have 4 in your hand. This is where you can manage your inventory and upgrade your cards, as well as preview your spirits in their full 3-dimensional glory. Oh, that's kind of cool. Now that we have that wisp, drag it onto a spirit to enhance it with a new ability and give it additional attack or health. I think it's telling me to do it to the Stalker. Just in time, I smell more stuff. Okay, so I don't think that'll be friendly. Well, I guess let's see. Those spirits, why are they like that? They can't hear the voice anymore, which makes them dangerous, wild. What does it mean? You really have no idea, do you? The lady is, in fact, extraordinarily clueless. Let me explain. It's what gives us form and makes us remember who we are. Some kind of a timeless spell known as the Oak's Song. Now it's lost, and most other spirits, so are most of the spirits. I think I might know the cause of this mess. I believe you can help me restore order. So why does... He clearly knows what's going on. So I guess these are just like the main units to be focused on. That's why they're larger. Enemies are enhanced on these purple tiles, and I want to cleanse the eclipsed terrain. Which I will assume is this. To be able to go further, we need to cleanse this eclipsed terrain. Keep in mind that levels have various objectives, and that this time we don't need to focus on defeating all enemies. You don't have access to skills. They cost 1 Lumi to use and can be used once per turn. Cultivation skill, okay. Always take notice of the environment rules. They can radically change how a level needs to be played. So to do this, I do this. So, okay, so like these... The leaves, well, they're not lingering, but this is green, I guess. So I need to cleanse the terrain, can only be used once per turn. And I have 2 additional Lumi. Fills its frontal arc with green. That sounds like a good idea. I can only place 2 units away, so let's do this. So now there's only 1 left. He's dead. Now next turn I should be able to... Because I can only cleanse 2 away. Just as nearby. Oh, it's only adjacent tiles, maybe? In any case. Oh, let's do the Stalker. Because he gets a buff. Provoked. can only attack units until it's provoked. It is provoked by and cannot move out of their frontal arc. So units summoned on the same turn can't attack. So I think I just doomed him to death. I accidentally am facing the wrong way. That's bad. As expected, but you can attack here. I can't attack this one. Why not? Hastened Awake has an extra move, +2. I'm not sure, but summoning the Pathfinder. So I can do it from here. So maybe it was a 2 range. But because these were already made green, they weren't highlighted. Oaken Bridge. More stuff is coming. I think we lost them. Mr. Pathfinder gave us some unusual powder. Let's see what it's good for. Lumi Dust is gained by completing battle objectives and collecting Lumi Crystals. You can use the upgrade button to spend it on increasing the level of your spirits, which, again, I'm not sure if it's telling me to do it on the Stalker, but I'm going to do it on the Stalker. So that's what these triangles are. Okay. Rescue, unlock a new guide. I guess we're on our own from now on. Where's that broken ridge? Huffing heavily, the Tinker points toward the approaching silhouettes. A graceful yet irritated figure jumps down from the nearby canopy. Sprout, what are you doing here? Get behind me. You can't stay here. Okay, Corruptor and Claim. Deal 1 damage to a nearby enemy and create purple underneath them. Defeat the enemy hero. Is that this? The Corruptor. Enemy is a hero that can activate skills just like you. Okay, it's voiceless, inflicts fatigue on damage with its attacks. What is fatigued? Reduce max health. I see. Persists between battles and reduces the max health of your units. Oh, at the end of each chapter. Okay. You have a guide, a powerful spirit that accompanies you on your journey and provides you with a unique trinket and skill. Spiky Seeds. Okay. So considering enemies on green take damage, I think I want to create green. And then likewise use the seedling to create green. Okay, so being sure to set the direction you're facing when you move is important, because I almost made the mistake of facing the opposite direction again. Let's see, I'm at 4. Aya is 5. Creates green under enemies in its line of sight and deals up to 2 damage to them, increasing with distance. Let's play the Stalker. I'm facing the wrong direction. I just said I need to remember to be careful about that. Okay, and I've got 2 mana. Let's go ahead and play the Tinker. I can't attack because I just summoned, and then let's end turn. I think it used Claim is what just happened there. So now... I wasn't sure. I'm not sure how line of sight works yet. I think it's just straight lines out of the hex. But I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure I will learn. Reach can also be summoned on any unoccupied green. Okay, I should have read that first. I assumed Reach meant I could attack from further. Oh, and the Voiceless turns. Oh no, that's what Awaken or Advance rotates enemies in the line of sight towards itself. Okay. So I'm gonna get counterattacked here. But that's okay. I think I'm good. Deal 5. Can I not? Oh, I can't attack because I'm not facing the right way. There we go. Okay. Auntie? I'm Aya, not... Wait, aren't you the lady? Everyone's been looking for me, and I'm pretty stupid. So I have a new guide. Oh, because the Pathfinder left. Okay, that's interesting. Lumi Globe, upgrade a spell, or 2 to upgrade a skill. Here's some tips. Let me guess. Teach me how to use the Lumi Globe. Careful about fatigue. When a unit's max health falls to 0, it becomes exhausted and is excluded from your deck for the rest of the current chapter. You can heal fatigued and exhausted units by using the heal button, so let's do it now. Which uses... I'm trying to read it, but... That Eclipse Spirit also had a Lumi Globe. Let's try upgrading a spell with it. I only have 1 spell. Oh, and there's different tracks. Interesting. Let's do Push Away, Ensnare, Drain. Let's do Drain. Let's get back to the map. I was trying to read what the rest of this is. So using Lumi Dust or something else from a spirit. Maybe I can go back now. There we go. Use Lumi Dust to remove fatigue from a spirit. Or 8 to restore an exhausted card. Okay. Is this Lumi Dust? Collected Lumi Dust. It is. During events, you can choose the outcome you like the most. Choosing better rewards usually means receiving some fatigue. I see. Okay. Running away from the wild spirits, you heard a quiet whimper. Seems there are some scared spirits hidden nearby, but is it really the time to be looking for them? Look under a log, get a sievling. So search the whole area, get both spirits, but become fatigued. I think... right now, it's probably better to have stalkers, because they get +1/+1. Stalker growled at first, but then realized you mean no harm. I now have 5 cards in my deck. So it seems like the deck portion is a little secondary. Because if my deck is 5 cards and I draw 4, well, maybe this is the tutorial. Maybe it gets more in-depth later on. Do they really think they can take us on? I guess we're going to find out. Defeat enemies, use carvings at least 3 times. Avoid staying in their line of sight. Some enemies can shoot from afar. Are these the carvings? You can also use carvings to reach them quickly or prepare for attacks. These are carvings. So carving of might, carving of speed. Gain strength and shield. Ooh, excuse me. Carving of speed, become hastened, has an extra move. So then let's do this. I'm now hastened. I can move again. And attack. So you do deal damage to each other at the same time if they're in their arc. So it's not like a attack and then receive. It's same time. And then let's do a seedling here. And I still have Lumi to use, so let's add green. Why not? That was the ranged attack they were mentioning. So line of sight, got it. But I have Impale. That was all of my Lumi. So let's move here. And now I'm in the line of sight, but I have hastened, so I can move again. It moved here. Let's move here. And then I can attack. I assume I deal 3, take 1 less because of the 2. And then let's put a stalker. And a second stalker. Okay, let's do this. Attack this one. I don't have to move. I can attack this one. Here, I've used the carvings, so let's go. Oh, I didn't move. I just turned. That's unfortunate. So this is further away, and then this is line of sight. So it kills it. Perfect. So I remember it said that the damage that Aya's awakening deals increases with distance. Restore yourself or a nearby unit equal to the number of green adjacent to it. Okay. One last trick. Use the destroy button on unwanted cards to turn them into Lumi dust. Try using it on your upgraded spell. You'll even get your Lumi globe back. Okay. I don't want to do this, but I feel like it's going to force me anyway. I can undo. Perfect. So that's interesting. As you use resources to upgrade your cards, you can destroy them to get those resources back, seems like. Defeat enemies, have at least 5 green. I did not read the dialogue, but I don't think it matters. Try to cleanse the eclipsed terrain. It makes enemies much stronger. If you take too much damage, you can use your skill to regain lost health. Oh, I have a new skill. Life Touch. Restore 2 health to yourself or an adjacent unit. This one has 2 moves. Wild Seedling. Oh, farewell. I see. Let's move here. Face this way. My line of sight is here. Beautiful. It's exactly how I wanted that to happen. Now it's going to summon the Stalker. They have haste, so they can move twice. But I have the Seedling now, so let's do this to get rid of the eclipsed terrain. I think I want to continue to just use my Lumi like this, because I need the 5 terrain. And then this isn't going to defeat the Stalker, but I have to do it at this point. I just summoned the Seedling, so that is my turn. Let's go ahead and restore health. Oh, it died because of Aya's guide thing, right? Yeah, the spiky seeds. Okay, cool. So I accidentally played that perfectly. Took out my Seedling. I can't attack when they're summoned. So let's think for a moment. That's 2 away. That's 1 away. Why is that still 2 away? Creates green under enemies in its line of sight and deals, up to 2 damage. Okay, that is why. So it doesn't pierce. So let's hold off for just a moment. I faced the wrong direction. And I wasn't facing it, so I did not attack back. Do that to keep the stat bonuses. Move. Attack. Turn. Attack. Looks like I should have kept the Seedling. This is interesting now, because I'm gonna go here. Ooh, I turned it green. Growth. Creates upon being summoned. Oh. or moving. Can I heal beyond that? It's at 3. Why are these both... Oh, because it fills its frontal arc, which means they're gonna be hurt. So let's do this. You attack, so that way the Stalker lives. Heal. Oh, heal 0. Cool. That was a waste. And then do this. And then I would just need to move my Stalker again, or use the skill. Alright. Now I've got the bonus objective taken care of. And then... It's kind of messy, but I got there. Got another Impale. I don't think I was terribly exhausted. This doesn't mean I'm exhausted for 14, does it? I have 4 dust. That got rid of 1 exhaustion, right? Or 1 fatigue. Okay, so this isn't the amount of fatigue you have. This is your max health as a result of fatigue. Okay. Defeat the enemy hero. Collect as much Lumi dust as you can. We're out. Excuse me, almost out of the blooming fields. Just 1 more guard, and that's it. Will you leave? Of course not. I'll go you, Destiny. Destiny leads. Follow you wherever Destiny leads. Okay, so collect Lumi crystals before enemies reach them to gain some Lumi dust that can be spent on healing and upgrades. Enemy's hero will always... The enemy hero will always use the only highlighted skill... Will always use only the highlighted skill during his turn. I see. So there's 2 skills, but the one that's highlighted is the one they will use when it becomes their turn. Got it. So let's move. And then let's summon Stalker. And then do that because I can summon the Tinker in green tiles. Of course. Figured there was nothing I could do about that. So used a shield. Now it's going to summon a Wild Stalker on its next turn. Got more Lumi Dust. Let's summon... Oh, I have another skill. Piercing Thorn. Deal damage. 1 damage to all units in your LOS. Okay. So let's summon the Tinker. No, let's summon the Stalker. Let's move. I've already moved. Never mind. Okay, let's figure I should stack as much green as possible because they take damage, ending my turn, and it buffs the Stalkers. Now attack, they take damage, but I can heal. Move to get the... I didn't move, I turned. Darn it. But I can summon a Tinker, which will turn. Tinker's gonna take damage. I can move here now. Ooh. No, this is fine. I can move here, attack. And then on the next turn, I can move again. And then move this Stalker up. Spend my extra Lumi to deal an additional damage, and then just make a green tile. Oh, it has a cone. I think? Inflicted fatigue. Did it attack? No, it didn't attack. It jumped there and then turned and then cast its skill. So I don't think it attacked. Okay, so move here. It didn't turn. So is it only adjacent? Rotates enemies in the LOS towards itself. In its LOS. So I was not in its LOS. I did the same thing again. I have to get better about that. Deal damage there because I have Drain. And then use the other Impale. Bring it down to 2. It's going to summon a Stalker. I've already moved everything because I turned them, which counts as movement. And then now I can just move here and attack. Okay. I've got to stop thinking the arrow means moving to that tile. It's changing the direction you face. There are 2 game modes, Journey and Relax. Journey mode allows you to unlock higher difficulty levels, while Relax mode aims to provide a stress-free gameplay experience. You can restart your current chapter after being defeated. Cards do not become exhausted when used twice in one battle. Your hero is stronger. Standard experience. Let's do standard experience. So I don't have any other guide besides Aya, but I can see the silhouettes here, so there's others. And then looks like there's a main person. Choose which side you're on. Interesting. Let's go ahead and begin Chapter 1 for real. Okay, so we've got our branching nodes that we typically see. Fight an easy battle to gain a Wisp or a Lumi Globe. Fight a battle to gain a card. Let's go ahead and fight a battle. Lumi Lantern, no. Protect the Lumi Lanterns. And then this is a Wild Shaper, creates a Wild Niblet, and then there's Wild Seedlings. So that's the Lantern. At the start of each battle, you can replace any drawn cards. So we've got a Mulligan at the beginning. During battle, you can discard a single card each turn by throwing it into your deck. Interesting. So that's going to summon a Seedling. This one is going to move and attack, most likely. Select cards to redraw. Yeah, I'll redraw one of the Seedlings. It gave me my Stalker. Okay. I think what I want to do is move here, get this Lumi Dust. No, that's not in line of sight. Because Hex shapes are different. Collect these to gain regeneration and create Eclipsed there. Let's see, so this is an object. Damage a unit. Can I? It will hit the Lantern. So let's summon, or let's not summon, let's move. Grab the dust. Summon a Stalker, because it'll be buffed here on this tile. Change this to green. Just to spend the 1 Lumi. How did that just... Oh, it takes damage for each green it creates. Gotcha. So let's go here. Which will give me regeneration, but it has made Eclipsed. But I can now use Impale, or whatever it was called. I already forgot, to make sure that's gone. This is going to make 1, and it's going to lose health, so I want to make sure this stays green. Turn so I can attack. I see what the nature of this battle is now. it's... I have to defeat all enemies, but I have to manage the tiles around it so that it doesn't also kill itself. Alright, this card, once used, is now unstable. If you use it again during this battle, it will become exhausted and excluded from your deck for the rest of the chapter. That's interesting. But I'm not sure what to do about it, necessarily. Hits in a frontal arc. Okay. So these are going to damage each other. I have nothing to turn it around. Let's move here. Is it only on Awaken? Oh, that one doesn't have it. I thought this had when you move. Maybe it was because it was upgraded. That might be why. I don't want to attack, because this is the end of my turn. Because if I attack, then it'll make these, I'll end, it'll use 2, so I should wait and just let this defeat my seedling, which will also defeat it. Oh, or it'll just attack. Okay. Hadn't considered that. That's bad. Yeah, this is far more complex than I thought it was. Creates a wild niblet. Niblet? Niblet. Let's move here. Summon you here. Summons the niblet, which I can now attack. This is a seedling, fills its frontal arc, so that's going to be 2. Let's go here, so it can't just move in and attack the lantern. I can't heal it because it only has 3 health, so I'll heal myself. And then I'll use this for that. When burrows run out of enemies, they will activate the Silent Fog. Defeat the remaining enemies quickly, or your units will become fatigued at the start of each turn. So that means now I can go here. Defeat the enemy. Defeat the enemy. And we're good. Alright, that was close. There's a lot more tactics to think about with the game board, which I think is very interesting. Growth creates upon being moved or summoned. Okay. Gains strength equal to the received overheal. What's exposure? Consume all green adjacent to you to inflict additional exposure equal to their number. Receives more damage. Removed after taking damage. Okay. Let's do the Orbling, just because it's new. Encounter. Defeat all enemies, clear the board of flowers. Interesting. I'm actually good with this. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so let's move here. Oh, that's line of sight, not just facing out. And then I've got 2 Lumi. Let's do green here, and then summon a Stalker here. So them enemies moving also is counting toward clearing the flowers, so that is a good thing. Let's heal. This is difficult. There's a lot to keep track of here. It's not super difficult, but I'm having to think about things in ways I haven't with other roguelike games or deck building games. So what did that summon? That summoned a wild Niblet, of course. Let's use Piercing Thorn. Let's attack you. It summoned another Niblet. Let's heal the Stalker. And then summon a Seedling here. Because not only do we have to defeat enemies, we also have to clear the flowers. And then this makes something green. That... Since I have Aya, yes, that will do 1 damage. Okay. Now it's going to want to summon things. Remember, the arrows are direction you're facing. Can I just summon? Can I move? I just said to remember that, and I failed to remember that. Let's summon Aya. Nope, can't summon Aya. Let's just put a Stalker in the middle here. Turn some of this Eclipsed into green. Can I heal? Yeah, I can heal. Let's go ahead and heal that Stalker. And then... I might as well play a Seedling, right? I feel like there's no reason not to. Summoned enemies to take care of. Move. Remember to move to the tile. The arrows are the direction you face. This time I do actually want to turn. Same here. Attack. We've gotten rid of the flowers. Here I want to turn and attack. It will create a Niblet and it will defeat this Orbling. Unless I've already moved. No, I'm just going to lose the Orbling. And then use Aya. Perfect. Okay. Alright. The Gentle Healer Wisp. Growth. Whenever it gains health, it restores equal amount to nearby allies. That sounds great. I don't even need to read the others. Oh, before I begin, I want to use the Wisp. So this gives growth. Excuse me. I feel like I should just put this on a Stalker. No one is exhausted, so let's continue. Survive until round 4. Collect as much dust as you can against some wild wardens, or a wild warden. I am good with this. Withered roots, so I can attack these roots. This is the one that has been upgraded. Can I see that? I can if I highlight it, but not just from my hand. Let's summon... If I put this here, it's just going to attack the seedling immediately. Let's go ahead and put the stalker. Have it already facing. And then I can actually... No, I can't. I'm sure it's going to move here or here. Let's just use thorns on these withered roots. It actually didn't go for the Lumi Dust. So I was wrong. Let's... 2 and 2. Make that like this. So now it'll take 1 at the end of the turn. I can also move up here. It'll take 1 at the end of the turn. I can use 3. Let's just take care of the warden immediately. So if I attack, oh, because it turned that on, the stalker will die. So now it's not going to do as much damage. So now I have to use the impale. It'll attack either way, but this is fine. And then use this thorn shot, piercing thorn. So does that mean there was nothing hidden? Collect the Lumi Dust, and then... Oh, until round 4. Okay, so it wasn't for 4 total rounds. I did better. I collected almost everything, so I'll grab the Lumi Globe. Now we have to fight an elite. The Lumi Globe can only go on spells, so I'll do Impale. Push away, ensnare the target. Ensnare sounds interesting. Sleeping Nightmare. Once the Guardian of Dreams, she keeps deluding and devouring spirits with her nightmares. Delude, make an enemy deal 1 damage to their own hero upon dying. That's kind of messed up. Shooter means attack in line of sight. Okay. 24 health. Okay. So there's Lumi Dust. I think I'm good with this. Deluded Daughter. Shooter, so I want to move. Oh, I can only attack 3 away. I should have attacked first. Okay, not a big deal. I think things are okay. Looks like it's gonna die, it says this round. Oh, she's asleep, so it put the delusion on her. So now when it dies, I'm gonna take 1 damage. Okay. I misread the situation, but it's okay. So I need to take out these daughters to wake up the boss, it seems like. End of turn, give... Yeah, I cannot give. Spare... Oh, spare the deluded daughters. I feel like that means I should try, right? Okay, in that case, let's move back. think I've got an idea. So, heal. It does add to its attack. So once I attack, it's going to wake up, obviously. Maybe not obviously, but I'll assume it wakes up. It's not awake. Will wake up at the end of its turn or upon taking damage. I'm still kind of confused, if I'm being honest. So now it's awake. Why does it have 8 attack now? I think I'm just gonna lose here at this rate. I moved there. Ooh, I should have put them there. Let's do this. I killed the daughter on accident. Okay, well. Well, if that's the case, then there's no point in waiting. I'm going to take 1, move up. I definitely misplayed this, and I'm going to pay for it. Or I won't get punished too hard. Okay, I just lost the optional objective. Because I forgot Aya's ability or Awaken puts the green underneath them. Okay. So now I get a reward. Trinkets. Hastened allies gain shield and strength. Allies on green regain health. That feels like the play. Second unit you summon each turn gets shield. Yeah, I'll go with Lifeblood. Environment fertile, so all units have growth. Okay. So I need to defeat all enemies and cleanse the eclipsed terrain. I'm good with this. Maybe there'll be something in this wood gall. Oh, inflicts degeneration on the attacker. So maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it's too late. I almost made the same mistake that I've been making over and over. But it's okay. So do these count as enemies? They don't. They're just kind of here. So then I will heal myself, and then I will use these thorns. I think I'll wait here, actually. I'm getting fatigued. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what the flowers were doing. Oh, it died. Okay. Deals 1 damage to adjacent units. I missed that part of it. So I'm throwing? This is line of sight, right? So everything deals 1 to adjacent units. I don't want to be attacked by this. So I'll do this. I'll take the 1. And then I want to cleanse eclipsed terrain. Everything has growth also. Okay. It'll deal the 1, but it's better than taking 4. Heal that, or not heal, but change that. Everything has moved now. Heal? I can't heal because I'm not adjacent. Oh, I could have healed myself, I guess. But it's too late now. There's a lot to think about at any given time here. Okay, so then there, and then here. Attack. Lives. I defeated all enemies. I messed up getting the objective again, the optional again, but it's fine. Okay, so... Ooh, Trailer. Inflicts weakness to enemies in its line of sight. Defender. Prevents enemies in its frontal arc from moving away, from moving away and attacking other units. That sounds good as well. Let's go Defender. And I think I'll call it there for now. So far, there's a lot more of a tactical focus on this than a card focus, which I don't necessarily dislike. But yeah, once I get more familiar, once I stop messing up my movements, yeah, I'm interested to see how what else is introduced and what other cards there are. So I'll definitely keep checking this out.